Where am I?
It's a long story. It'd be easy if you don't ask questions.
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Hellara? Let me explain.
Fast forward that shit.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this.
Letting her think this is a forte is actually the easiest way around the situation.
Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Never mind.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
My wife, technically.
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the mystery labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scaracute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
Yeah, moving on.
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
What?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 yen.
You remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something. My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
I guess that's also just to make it so that Yuma actually has to find the truth himself rather than just someone being like, no, I know it. Like, we could walk in, go for like maybe one refresher of a piece of information. Someone go, I got it. Done.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Hellara here sure is smart.
Hellara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Helara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon. That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Wait,
Huh? What thing?
the keys?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Hellara's looking at this like, what the fuck is she doing? She's looking at this like, what the fuck are they doing? Hellara's like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? What's going on here? Wait a minute. In the mouth? What? Hellara's just sitting here like, what the fuck? How'd she fit that shit in her mouth? What? I can just imagine the commentary off on the side. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Well, this world is just full of surprises.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the mystery labyrinth.
Technically.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too.
Yeah, don't do that. Not in front of her. So where's the mouth for this woman?
That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
I don't think she has to. She chooses to.
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We die.
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway.
Everyone is.
Isn't that right, Hellara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hellara.
Like I said, it's easy just to not ask questions.
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
First off,
now the question is
Solve this thing!
Hellara gonna remember this once we leave?
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die.
Oh, lovely.
looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
The window, obviously.
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Oh, the window, obviously.
Here. It has to be here.
Of the 4 locked rooms, this one is the most like easiest to understand how they did it.
Escaped through the window.
As the other ones I don't know about. The art gallery,
When I arrived
no
at the
idea
scene,
about.
The window shutters were
The
closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell
casino.
it was already starting to dry.
We know how they got in and out. Don't know about the key. Don't know about that one.
window is open not too
How they
long.
got in the glass.
It's likely that
The
culprit
office,
escaped
I think
through
I
the
figured out,
window
but I don't know.
and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down, and once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way!
Right, let's try it.
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom. The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us.
You think the culprit really escaped from here, this high up? If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Just bring her too, why not?
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave the guest behind, Hellara! It would be downright unmannerly!
Fair, but still. Fair, but still.
So simple! This might be a little tough for you, Master.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
Yeah, I know. I've already been over this. Where the ladder?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
Master, concentrate!
No, I can't dodge it!
Wrong damn button. God damn it. The fact that the buttons are not in the right place is so annoying.
Master, concentrate!
I have to look down constantly at the goddamn Switch controller.
Must be it!
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
No, I can't dodge it!
Was I supposed to just dodge that one?
No, I can't dodge it!
What?
No, I can't dodge it!
I'm missing something here.
No, I can't dodge it! No! No, I can't dodge it!
I'm missing something here. I can't actually dodge it by pressing any direction on the analog stick. Oh, you just... Oh!
No, I can't dodge it!
Oh! You failed a QuickTime event to succeed the QuickTime event. Oh! You failed a quick... okay.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails had been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit, anyway.
Ow! We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Hellara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape. The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for training you!
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
Back!
That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
Master, boom kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah!
Why are they all like Kiss? Why are they all Kiss fans?
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
No? Oh, that was refuting the actual. Okay, that was refuting the existence of a locked room. Okay, that's a bit silly, but fair enough.
The culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
Okay.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
I've said it several times. It's her. She's the protagonist of her own game. Any other game, any other series, any other manga, it'll be her. Absolutely main character. Like, we ain't gonna pretend otherwise.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the Mystery Labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be someone from the church.
Hellara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressed.
Yeah, alright. Sucking your own dick, madam.
You tooting your own horn?
Get out here sucking her own dick. Like, goddamn, fair enough, madam.
Hey! A treasure chest! Can I open it? Check it out! A new solution key!
Oh, that's number 4 done.
We're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit. Which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the Mystery Labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Hellara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Let's see.
Right, number 2. Let's go. Let's go.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the second locked room?
I think I know what happened with this one. At least I like to assume that I think. My insane plan of how they could have done it is insane, but I'm working with it. About the pulley system.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try. The door was locked when the corpse was found. And the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape. And the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
The door. The door. El Doro. Eldaro.
Here. This has to be the spot.
To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Oh, hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now. What? Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here... It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under
Pulley
the
system
corpse.
with strings.
I see.
I'm just
So
saying.
This is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Hellara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse.
System of pulleys, my good man.
So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
The string
If you look at the
around
evidence,
his neck.
you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull the
Sir, why do you refuse my options of pulley systems?
That's all the advice I
Game, come on.
You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Okay, Hellara, she's gonna change into a bikini. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions as to why. She just does this sometimes. Again, I want to see Helara's like
Are you ready
reactions
for
to
the
this.
puzzle? Hurry on over!
Yeah, okay.
Great!
I had to look at all of the letters to make sure that I was correct.
That's
Oh, it's R. I can't spell for shit.
right!
Again, what I want Helara's commentary. I want just subtitles just to be like, what the fuck? We're on a beach? What's with the barrel? I just want to hear her commentary.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor. Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
The lower body was fixed, the upper body was not.
True. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Hellara, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole
No.
time?
No, the lower body was fixed into place, the upper body was not.
Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
Right, nerd.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch.
No, there was evidence the body had been moved.
The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
Oh god.
What? What's this?
Ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved.
Lower body, not upper body.
You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Hey, wait!
I won't let you!
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
The string? Hey, okay.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
I almost hit, the string was cut.
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Okay, now, the other two I don't know about, though. Actually, that's a lie. I know about the casino one. The other one I don't know about.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master. Blood place is suspicious. You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Maybe you got the order wrong. First, you need to tie the fishing line.
I have to do it in order. Oh, okay.
Maybe you got the order wrong. First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a Maybe you first.
I'm getting my ass beat.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place. That's it! It passed through a doll's eye! And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
The fact that there's 5. The painting?
No, there's no need for the line to go. You proved that yourself already. The line is what prompts the.
No, okay. Yeah. So what are the other two
The
then?
line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was... here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line is to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
There are 3 points with signs of wear from the line. That should tell you what. Think it over one more time.
Signs of wear from the line.
Now, to return the line to the vent.
Okay. The fact.
This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been
Okay.
completely prepared.
The
So next...
that was my initial idea, but I saw the number 5 and it threw everything out the window. I was sitting here like, what? It passed through 2 more things? I was no. Okay, okay. That threw me the fuck off. Alright, now I was right in what I thought.
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then... the key was thrown through the gap in the vent.
They have to have damn good aim, though.
If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then... the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
Okay, no, yeah, that number threw me the fuck off. I was sitting there like, what do you mean it passed through 2 more things? What? I was losing my mind.
Things were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body. but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it. Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it?
So me.
Which is me, of course.
Uh-huh.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use
Know
it.
about it.
Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
Okay. Number 3 is the only one I am unsure of. So we're going to leave that till last.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room? Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Sounds kind of fun, actually.
Exactly.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Does he feel it?
This is where I used Hellara's Forte with my coalescence for the first
Does
time.
he feel it when his throat gets slit open like that every time? Because if so, damn. That's awful.
Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Okay, so the answer is the vent.
Here. I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the 4 corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
You just came from the vent. My guy.
After poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
Sure.
What does that mean?
It means stab him 18 times. It's 18, right? 18 holes in a golf course? 16 or 18, I think. I think it's 18.
How ludicrous. They used the vent.
What is her thing?
My timer cost you.
Oh, it's just that.
That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed.
No? Bollocks. That was arguing the fact that the covers were removed or not.
Ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, never mind.
Flash through this mystery. Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
So you're forced to fight this way every time.
Yep.
Quite the test of
Yep, it's a bit
endurance.
long.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my postcognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. I'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you did.
Oh, we're not going to question about the key in the glass.
Right, let's hurry.
No. Okay, that one was just mad easy. That one was not elaborate at all. That one was just done.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is...
Your lifespan.
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway.
No, I need to worry about this.
So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
No, we need to know. Madam. Why do you keep keeping details of the contract and shit away from us? We need to know these things. Madam.
That's...
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll?
Okay, that's again a direct reference to just fucking Junko. that's just a direct reference to Junko. Then be like, hey, that one character we made, pop the fuck off, am I right, guys?
Oh, that's me!
Again, the fact that like I've seen nothing of this character is insane to me. To be fair, I've seen nothing of this game, which is wild.
Alright! Another solution key!
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone can.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities.
So it could be anyone but the fat guy.
Keep it up, Master! This is all thanks to my training.
Anyone but the fat guy is what you're saying.
Let's solve the rest.
Right.
Alright, this one I don't know. I actually don't quite know this one.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing! Are you going to...
Again, I imagine how I was just like, what the hell is boom kill? There were no explosives used.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
I have to assume just a door.
Here. I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Hellara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it!
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Madam, how?
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't?
God damn it.
How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Hellara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. And that way, the key would be found inside.
No, because it was on the hook.
Well, how about that theory?
Yep, can't be done.
Is this the storage key?
Which means... this one's a freebie! I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Master, hurry up and throw the key!
This is the answer! Oh, it's still coming down!
Yeah, alright, I thought so. Yeah, we let it rock.
Master, hurry up and throw the key! Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
No, we let it rock.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in
No.
there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
This game makes me struggle with the urge to just act on QuickTime events, because I have been trained muscle memory wise where if I see a QuickTime event, fuck it, do it. I need to not. I need to not, like, the moment I see a QuickTime event, I will throw away my theory to hit the button. This game is challenging me to not do that.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Okay,
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
but I'm not quite sure about this one.
Do something about that doll.
I'm not quite sure about this one.
All right, first, take the painting. The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location. The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After
Oh.
that,
Oh, okay.
then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Okay, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. Fair enough, okay.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then... The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window.
It would have knocked down from the force, wouldn't it?
Finally,
It wouldn't have. How would you have managed to do that from this side of the window?
I pushed the painting into the room. It completely completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit.
But how would
did
they
it.
have nailed onto the doll from that small window when they can't even fit their hand in? The force of them hitting it with the nail would have knocked it down, wouldn't it?
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by...
Quiet you.
Wait, you mean me?
Still, I'm with the logic, but I feel like it wouldn't work like that.
Hey, a treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open.
No, that's you.
How would you decide that?
Like this.
I fully believed her to go. Yep, Hellara.
I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going. That's it for all the locked rooms.
Okay, but who could it be? I don't think it was the cat girl, because her arm was busted. Now you could say that her arm was busted during one of the murders, but nothing has shown that they suffered any injury during one of the crimes. So either the obvious dude who's obsessed with this shit, or the old man.
We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask. Who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
We've been over this.